Now, what is the best ways to make passive income and change your life forever? See, now I quit my job by investing in real estate, but I also have other ways to have passive income. See, passive income is where you work one time and you get paid over and over and over and over again. Now, the difference between passive income and active income is where you work one time. Let's say you're working for your boss. You're working one job, you work one time, and you get paid that one time. Well, that's a bummer. Why not work one time but get paid over and over again? And that's how the wealthy continue to get wealth. And on top of that, that's how they pass their wealth down to their family. And this is how you would actually be able to make passive income and actually make things like this. Like that, no joke, these are literally $100 bills. This is not just 100 wrapped with $10,000. So I actually pulled this out because I was teaching my kids about money and teaching about Monopoly. I said, this is what $20,000 actually looks like. I'm going to put it back in the bank eventually, but this is $20,000. And the reason why I have this is because I have passive income. Passive income where I make money from working one time. Hey guys, Dustin Heiner here with Master Passive Income, and I want to show you how to quit that JOB, that just over broke job, by investing in real estate, by having passive income, starting businesses that make you money when you don't even do anything. And I'm going to show you how to do that so you can quit that JOB, that just over broke job. Now, as we're thinking about passive income, we jump right to the very, very first and best way to make passive income, and that is by investing in real estate. Now, when you invest in real estate, it's not like flipping a house. It's not like wholesaling. What you do is you buy a house, you hold on to it for a long period of time, and you put a tenant into the property. The way it works, it's super, super simple. And I teach all the people this. In fact, I will show you how to do this. If you go in the description, go to masterpassiveincome.com/free course. I will literally give you my free real estate investing course showing you everything and how to actually do this and how to quit your job. But what you do is you add up all your expenses. That'd be your taxes, your insurance, your mortgage payment, all that sort of stuff. You add up all your expenses. But then you make sure you rent the property for more than your expenses are. My suggestion is making sure that you're making $250 a month or more from every single property, and that goes into my pocket. So I buy the property one time. Once I buy that property one time, that property is working for me over and over and over again every single month until I sell it, or if I ever sell it, because I'll probably pass it down to my kids. Now, I know you might be thinking, well, Dustin, my goodness, what about managing the properties? Isn't that a headache? Well, we build here at Master Passive Income, we build the business first. We make sure that we have property managers, contractors, realtors, wholesalers, inspectors, plumbers, roofers, electricians, everybody to work in our business and work for us. I literally work, and you might have heard the book 4-Hour Work Week. Well, that's for suckers. Working 4 hours is for suckers. I work only 30 minutes, not a week, but a month. I work 30 minutes a month, and it's really just getting a statement from my property manager, looking at it, make sure everything's okay, set it aside, and go back to whatever it is I want to do. That's why I call it Master Passive Income. We are mastering the ability to make passive income. Now, what's also amazing, remember I talked about all your expenses that you have in your rental property? Well, the amazing thing is that I don't pay any of those. I don't pay my mortgage. I don't pay my taxes. I don't pay my insurance. I don't pay my property manager. I don't even pay to fix up the property. My tenants pay every bit of that because remember, I account for all the expenses and I make sure their rent is higher than the expenses by $250 or more. I have some properties that are making me $500 or $600 a month in passive income. I even have many students who I personally coach one-on-one, showing them how to buy properties that are making $700 per property in passive income. That's every single month. Now, if you had one property making you $250 a month, that is $3,000 a year. Now, if you had 10 properties making you $250 a month, that's $2,500 a month and $30,000 a year not doing a thing. Now, if you had 20 properties, that'd be $60,000 not doing a thing every single year. Now, the next fantastic way to make passive income is to create an online business. Now, there are many facets to all of the ways that you can make money in passive income. I'm going to give you how I make money because I've actually proven this. I make money in passive income. What I do is I create courses. I have coaching. I also have ads. I have sponsorships. I have affiliates. I have all these things, but it all is under the umbrella of my online business. Now, I could break them out and say, okay, one form of passive income is affiliates. Another form is writing books. Another form is ads. Well, I'm going to put those all together and walk you through exactly how to get an online business. Now, these are the best ways. So when you create an online business, you're going to create a website, you're going to create that YouTube channel, you're going to create a podcast, you're going to have courses, you're going to have a way to show people how to do what it is that you do. See, I invest in real estate, and I had so many people asking me how to do it. And I was like, well, I better, try to get out there for as many people as possible. So I created Master Passive Income. That's why we have this channel. That's why I have everything from the podcast to the articles and Real Estate Wealth Builders, my community where I'm actually teaching people and group coaching and the one-on-one coaching. And as I started building my business, I realized this is a bigger business than I ever thought it could be. Now I almost make as much online helping people, showing them how to invest in real estate as I do in my real estate. Now, all the money I make in my online business goes literally right into real estate. That's literally, I just buy more and more real estate. Now, here are the ways that you make passive income when you have an online business. Number one, easy, is if you put ads on your website. Google AdSense or a Google way to put ads on your site. There are plenty of other ways, but ads is just one small, tiny portion. In fact, on Master Passive Income, you'll see masterpassiveincome.com does not even have ads. The reason why is because my services, I want to show my services. I don't want to put ads to something else. I want them to stay on my site. I'd rather make more money by keeping them on my site and actually send the next way. The next best way is affiliate sales. Affiliate sales is where you connect with another company and you work with them where they sell a product and you have the audience. You product and audience, you connect them together. Your audience buys from the affiliate. Now, your audience is not going to pay more money for the service. It's just marketing for this company. So they're going to pay you a finder's fee, basically a referral fee for sending them over to them. Let me give you a quick example. If you build a website and you use one of my affiliate links, I'll get paid, I think, $40 or $60 or something like that from the company because they just got a new customer. If you use my link, that goes into, and there's like cookies involved and all that sort of stuff, which that's a whole nother, all this stuff is another lesson. But with that affiliate code that they click on, that if you went in there, you clicked on it, it would go to this company. The company would mark you as somebody that I sent, and then they would send me a commission check for sending you to them. Now, you're not paying any extra. Your customers are not paying any extra. You're just getting a benefit. You're the audience. You have the audience. They have the product. Now, you can do this with lots and lots of different affiliates. I even have one affiliate. My commission check was $10,000. Now, it was over the life of an entire year of all these sales, but the check was $10,000 because I refer a lot of business to them. Imagine getting $10,000. That's basically like another $900 a month extra in my pocket. You can actually do that too. Now, another way on top of affiliates is you can get sponsorships. Let's say you had a YouTube channel or you have a podcast or you have articles where you have somebody, a company that sponsors an advertisement in your podcast, in your YouTube channel, or in your articles, and it's a specific target of people that they're looking for. It's not like a big, broad Google ads. It's not like that. They're saying, hey, this channel probably has the audience that I want to go after. So they talk to you and they connect with you and they say, you put this ad in your podcast or put this ad in your YouTube channel, and we will pay you money to have that ad run. And then as people go from that podcast or that YouTube channel or whatever to that person that you're actually working with, it'll be registered that they came from you. Now, you're already getting paid up front. Now, with affiliates, you're getting paid on the back end. With sponsorships, you're getting paid up front. As soon as you air that ad, you make that money. Or, on my opinion, you'll get paid first and then you air the ad. But affiliates are paid after. Sponsorships are paid before. So before you actually run anything, you get paid. Now, my favorite way to make passive income is through online courses, selling courses that help somebody do something they never would have been able to do. And if you went to college, you would actually know that this is exactly how colleges work. They have a course, you pay the money, you learn, and then you get a piece of paper. Now, with something like what I do or other people do with online courses, the exact same thing. I took all of my experiences, all my mistakes, thousands and thousands of dollars of mistakes, and bundled everything together and made it so that it's a successful pattern or a successful system that people can go through. They pay me a little bit of money. They take the entire course just like at college, and they come out with the education and the knowledge on how to actually, for me, invest in real estate. Whatever it is that you do, let's say you're fantastic at, I don't know, playing the piano. You're really, really good, and you know that you can teach people. You might even be teaching people one-on-one right now. Well, if you recorded you teaching, instead of talking to a person, you're talking to a camera, you're playing the piano, you figure out a way to coach that, you can actually put that inside of a membership. I know there are lots and lots of memberships on piano, so you can do that as well. There's so, like literally anything that you're good at. Like maybe it's, making little pine car derby racers, like little cars that go fast down a track. Maybe you're good at that. Do that, coach that, teach people how to do that as well. The courses are a great way that you can get to lots and lots and lots of people your information as opposed to coaching them one-on-one. Now, it's a lower price point because you're not spending all your time. And you can also actually do one-on-one coaching with those courses. Now, that's not necessarily passive income. You coach one time, you get paid one time, but it's a lot more money. It's a higher price point because you're taking your time. Now, the next way that you can make passive income outside of the online business thing we just discussed would be something like creating an app. If you create an app for the Apple iPhone, if you create it for Android, if you create it for anything that is actually going to be sellable, you can make a lot of money. Now, there's a bunch of different actual business models like Facebook. They have an app, but they make money from selling ads. I'll give you an example of an app that I actually pay for. See, now, I've always struggled with my weight. I've always been overweight, and so I needed an app to actually help me to eat right, to know when to eat, how much to eat, and so I got an app called RP Diet. RP Strength, RP Diet, one of the two, you could look at both, but Renaissance Periodization, and I pay money. It's like $115 a year, which is basically $10 a month that I'm paying to this company. And if you have 1,000 people paying you $10 a month, well, that is $10,000 a month just from having your app run on the App Store. And you just make sure it's updated, make sure there's support and security and all that good stuff, but you literally do the work once. Obviously, you'll update it to make sure it keeps working right. But once you do that, you can sell that and that app will keep making you money. And another great way to make money is to create products that you can sell on Amazon. Now, a great way would be creating a book, writing a book and selling it on Amazon. It's so amazing how you can actually create self-published books, put them on Amazon. Like I literally have my best-selling book, How to Quit Your Job with Rental Properties. I self-published it. I put it on Amazon and it sells. It does really, really well. I make money in passive income. I literally wrote the book once. I'm not going to write it again. And then I get paid over and over again. Same thing if you create a song. If you are a songwriter and you create a song that people want to buy. I mean, that's why all the rappers, all the bands, that's why they do this, is because they make money. They make money over and over again. Every single time that song is played or every single time my book is bought, I make money. So that's another great way, is actually putting your own products on something like Amazon. Now, speaking of Amazon, another great way to make passive income is to create an Amazon fulfillment business. Basically, you're drop shipping. You make a product somewhere in China or in your backyard, you send it to Amazon, and they sell the product for you. They have the customers, you have the product, Amazon brings them together, and you make sales. I have a friend who actually makes mouse cushions, basically to help your hand when you're using a mouse, and he creates the product in his backyard. They live in Idaho. They hired a couple people from the town. Business is getting bigger and bigger. Well, he actually makes those and ships them out, and Amazon makes the sales. Obviously, if you have a product you got to create that's not necessarily passive, but what if you found a whole nother company to do the work for you? Everything from creating the product to shipping it out to invoicing, which Amazon would do the invoicing or making the payments. You literally don't do everything. You actually have everything ran through the system and you don't do a thing. There are plenty of ways to create businesses like this because you have the product that somebody else creates, you have Amazon that sells it, and you just make money. I will give you another fantastic way to actually create passive income, and that is with selling your own clothing, your own, hats and t-shirts and all that sort of stuff. Now, I actually sell my own products, like for Master Passive Income, Successfully Unemployed, and I even have a gym membership that I actually even sell t-shirts. Like you can see it right here. Here is my shirt right here, FTNS Forge. It's Fitness Forge. And we created this shirt so that we can sell to our members, basically anybody that wants to buy. But people actually really like it and they buy these shirts. Now, here's the great thing. This is a reason why you would create passive income. Number one, I have a fulfillment company. This company is called Printful.com. I don't have an affiliate or anything. This is just a great company. printful.com, and I connect it through my website. Now, on my website, as you're looking at it right here, this is where all of my sales come in. And the great thing is, I don't do a thing. I just get a credit card statement for my charges, and then I get a bank statement for all the sales. What's great is Printful will actually print up all the shirts and hats and literally everything you want to sell, and you sell it through your website. You don't do a thing. They will even ship it to whoever it is that bought, and then you just collect money. It's literally passive income. I sell shirts all the time, and shirts just like this, I sell it for I think like $29, and the cost for me before shipping is like $12. Including shipping is like maybe another $5 on top of that. So I'm looking at $17 out of my pocket, and I sell them for $29. Well, shoot, that is like maybe $13 in profit for every single shirt. Now, if you created a clothing line, you had an awesome clothing line, and you were able to sell a bunch of shirts, you have your own brand, you could literally have other companies do it for you. You don't have to hold inventory. You don't have to make sure you have small, medium, large, different colors. They do all that work for you. So these are the fantastic ways in passive income. I suggest real estate. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm giving you so many great ways on how to quit your job by investing in real estate, but getting passive income. Subscribe and like this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.